standard. A couple throws I went back, but very grateful to get out there and get some good positive reps with really good players. And I think my overall play, I think I saw it very well. Kind of knew what was going on and where to put the ball. There were a couple times where ball location could have been better though. So overall, I look back and the times I have a lot of regret is when I don't know what I'm doing out there. I don't know who's where and can't find them. But a couple missed throws there, here and there, something I know I can fix. It's a big difference in this league from not being able to, and you just don't execute. I know that I can execute at a high level. I feel like I've shown that before. Just didn't happen today, but I know I can play at a high level. So just gotta find that, keep stacking days in practice. So hopefully we'll get there.
On days like today, where you have some struggles, what are you struggling with, or what's making the difference between making the throws or making the throws the right way and not?
I think just getting on time with some of these guys, and a lot of it's on me. I don't think that I think a couple times I was a little bit too early on that little over the ball route to Coleman. I was too early on. That's the one that comes to mind that I regret the most. He did a great job just sitting down in that spot. I was just too early on it. And then could have stayed in the pocket a little better on a little short dover to Coleman as well. What does that entail? Just getting more comfortable in the pocket, sitting in there. Whenever you put the pads on, you're live. It's been a while since we've been live, so I think I did a better job than last week in the pocket, but there's just a lot more comfortability that I need to catch on to.
Have you gotten any indication of how much you guys might go next week against Detroit?
No, I haven't. It's taking it one day at a time, so you'll probably know when I know.
On a day like this, where there's stuff you want back, like, do you go home and you just unplug from it, and then you get back to it the next day, or what does that look like for you?
It's a good question. I wish I could unplug from it, but it's kind of just stick with me, 24/7. A couple throws, keep me up at night. So hopefully, I'll be able to get better at that. But right now, it's just dealing with it until you fix it and come up with a solution and find the solution to the problem. So maybe I'll make some calls and see how other people handle it. But for me, it's harping on it until I come up with a better answer.
How would you compare or contrast last week's performance for you against the Patriots to today's?
I thought today's was better, and maybe it looked like that, maybe it didn't. But internally, I know that I saw the game better. I know that I got to the right place with the ball. There aren't many. I'm like, man, I didn't know what was going on, and shouldn't have thrown that ball last week. Obviously, the pick was a ball that I shouldn't have thrown, and I don't look back at today and say I shouldn't have thrown many balls. So,
how do you stay balanced? This question you've been asked before, but how do you stay balanced between okay, I'm in a QB competition for the backup job, but I can't win it on this particular play?
Yeah, I think that's something that's pretty difficult, honestly. When you're in a quarterback competition, the competitor in you just tells you, hey, let's win it right now. Let's make this cool play. It's going to be hard to win the job if you play a boring game. That's just completely the wrong way to look at it. And as camp has gone on, I think emphasizing where my checkdowns are, and understanding that the big play isn't always going to be there. Right, last week Patriots game, third play, that's when I was chasing the big play to try to prove myself. Well, I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I'm 111. That's on the offense out there. So taking that out of my mind and just focusing on how can I help this team this play. Doing my job this play is all it's going to take for our team to be just fine. We got plenty of good guys, good skill, good offensive line around me. So it's pretty selfish if I go into it thinking, what can I do to improve my status on this team?
It's got to be encouraging, though, right? Like you said, you're seeing the game better, and that you've played better football before, like in those games last year. So like, what's your mentality as you enter practice this coming week?
Yeah. I thought practice against the Falcons went well for me. I felt good. It was good to get those 2 days, and then I felt like in the game, once again, kind of knew what they were doing, knew what they were in. So, you know, it makes me feel a little better knowing, hey, mentally you can do this. Just make the plays physically. If mentally I wasn't able to know what was going on, that'd be something. That'd be a lot more difficult for me to stand up here and try to figure something out. So.
All right, thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.